we're standing right on the edge of a massive digital transformation, you know? And by 2026, the classroom ecosystem is going to look profoundly different. Welcome to this explainer, where we're unpacking the source material to find the absolute best digital tools driving this whole shift.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We'll be quickly covering the modern digital classroom, why schools literally need EdTech right now, empowering our teachers, boosting student learning outcomes, overcoming tech challenges, and finally, choosing the right tools.
All right, Section 1, the modern digital classroom, moving beyond traditional methods.
Look, it's no secret we can't rely solely on the old ways anymore. So, what exactly do we mean by digital tools? Well, we're not just talking about sticking a smartboard in a room. Actually, scratch that. It's way more than that. We're talking about comprehensive learning management systems. These platforms digitally organize course content, assignments, and tests. They provide administrators with some seriously powerful analytics to track performance. And crucially, they allow quick, seamless access to educational materials via phones, tablets, and computers, both inside the school walls and right at home.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 2, why schools need EdTech and the shift to flexible learning. Why the sudden rush to integrate all this? Well, and this brilliantly illustrates the point, traditional methods really saddle schools with manual, paper-heavy, slow administrative burdens. But the digital classroom, it totally flips the script. It streamlines administration, it encourages self-directed learning where students can grab content anytime, and it generates instant digital progress reports. It fundamentally transforms a rigid old school environment into a highly flexible, organized ecosystem. Moving on to Section 3. Empowering teachers daily and reducing the administrative burden. We absolutely have to acknowledge the incredible daily workload our educators face. The core philosophy here is that technology must, for sure, be a solution to their daily grind. It has to reduce those heavy administrative burdens to directly enhance the teaching experience. When you cut out the repetitive paperwork, you instantly improve a teacher's time management. That lets them get back to doing what they actually love and are trained to do, which is, teaching. Just think about the daily support this gives them. Electronic lesson and test prep is so much faster. Taking attendance? It's a quick digital tap rather than a manual, time-consuming chore. And parent communication is completely automated through instant notifications. It just frees up the teacher to focus entirely on delivering highly interactive content right from one unified platform. Which brings us to Section 4. Boosting student learning outcomes, and creating interactive experiences. So, we've seen how this is a total game changer for teachers, but how does it impact the students? It brings up a really frequent question from the source material. Can digital tools actually increase student engagement? The answer is an enthusiastic, absolutely resounding yes. Engagement totally skyrockets because interactive quizzes make learning feel immediate and honestly rewarding. That leads to complex concepts being grasped so much easier through digital presentations and multimedia. And because the content is always right there, students naturally build self-learning and research skills. They then bring those skills into collaborative, team-based digital spaces. It completely shifts the entire dynamic from passive listening to active, continuous interaction. So, the crucial point is really captured in the source material, which notes that educational technology has contributed to significant changes in academic achievement and identifying students' strengths and weaknesses more accurately. I mean, this is a massive shift in how we measure success. With analytics quietly running in the background, no student falls through the cracks. Teachers can see exactly where a student is excelling and exactly where they might need just a little extra support. All right, Section 5, overcoming tech challenges and navigating the friction of implementation. Of course, digital transformation sounds flawless on paper, but let's be real, schools face actual friction. There are 5 major hurdles we have to talk about. Weak technical infrastructure that leads to system crashes, the need for extensive teacher training, the high system costs for platforms and hardware, student adaptation friction, and obviously crucial data privacy concerns. These are objective, real-world roadblocks that administrators absolutely must plan for when relying on cloud-based systems. And that leads us to Section 6, choosing the right tools, a framework for success. Let's move to and see how this builds. So, how do administrators actually resolve those massive challenges? By using a 4-part selection framework. First, they need to ensure ease of use for quick adaptation. Second, verify that the platform integrates smoothly with existing systems. Third, demand robust analytics to track performance. And fourth, and this is absolutely crucial, confirm ironclad data protection for student records.
To see what this actually looks like out in the wild, the source material points to Skolera LMS as a prime case study. It serves as a fantastic blueprint for what a fully integrated digital solution looks like as we barrel toward 2026. Now, what's really interesting about this is how incredibly specific these features get to solve daily friction. For assignments and tests, it includes 7 different question types for total flexibility. For attendance, it auto-generates monthly absence reports, so tracking is a breeze. And get this, it even auto-generates class periods based on inputted data to prevent overlapping errors. It's literally all about taking the heavy lifting right off the school's shoulders.
Before we wrap this whole thing up, there's one last common question from the source material we need to address. Are digital tools suitable for all grade levels? Yes, absolutely. These platforms are built to adapt smoothly. Educational institutions can tailor the tools based on the academic needs of their students. That means they're just as effective in a vibrant, noisy elementary school classroom as they are in a complex college lecture hall. Which leaves us with this final thought. We've seen the incredible benefits, the very real challenges, and the specific tools that are shaping the future of education. The technology is here, right now, and it's transforming learning into a much more engaging, efficient, and data-driven experience. So I'll leave you with this. Is your local school truly ready for the digital classrooms of 2026 and beyond? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and definitely keep asking those great questions about the future of learning.